another Final Fantasy game. Then breaking up the Final Fantasy, I've got Great Circus Mystery starring Mickey and Minnie for the Super Nintendo.
Oh, yeah.
It's an amazing game. Has anyone here played that? Anyone?
No. I remember playing some sort of Mickey Mouse game for Super Nintendo. That might have been it, but like it was a long time ago.
It's so good. It's amazing. We'll have to play it when I get back because it's so good.
I don't know how in the world we're gonna get captured.
Game of the
century.
And then let's see what else. All right, another classic, Goof Troop for the Super Nintendo. Has anyone played that?
So you basically want to work
It's insane. It's ridiculous. I can get to the final level. I can never beat the final level. It's so tricky.
Oh god.
Anyway, so my wrist has gotten better since the last show, so I've been playing more Smash, specifically a lot of Melee and Brawl. So yeah, getting back into those. Those are always fun. And yeah, that's pretty much what I've been playing.
Awesome. I have never heard of these SNES games or whatever the heck you're talking about, but you know, if anyone does watching this video, write in the comments because I want to know if anyone knows what he's talking about or if it's just me. As far as I've been playing, 10 Tim 10, my computer has died recently. I've had hard disk problems. Ugh, it's a mess, and I told you guys last show that I was going to be playing Torchlight, and I was, so I'm not lying, but it literally, hard disk problems, a lot of corruption on my disk, so I had to swap hard drives.
Cleaning it with Pine Sol was a bad idea.
And,
no one listens to me.
So so my PC gaming world has kind of collapsed until I can get this thing running again.
Because you're just like basically a PC gamer.
Yeah, almost exclusively, but fortunately, I indulged myself in buying a DSi XL actually, and we'll talk about it later in the show, because that's one of our topics, and I have been playing my favorite game on the DSi XL, which is Mario Kart. It's probably like the most hardcore game you're ever going to get on the DS, and
whoa, Tim, we're going to have to play that on Wi-Fi, or like when I'm back. Because that is a legit game. I haven't played, I used to play it, like you know, I can do the staking and all that tricky stuff.
Oh god. That is crazy. I don't even try with the most of that. I try to be a little bit somewhat fair to people online, but
dude, back when I played online, I stopped because it was pretty much either you could stake and you won every time, or you couldn't and you lost every time, and that's pretty much how it was. The way
I don't see a ton of that now. I see hacking occasionally. But right now, the games I've played in the short time I've been getting back to DS with the XL, I have actually seen very little problems online other than lag, which is kind of just a given for the DS. But outside of Mario Kart, I've been playing another game which I bet you no one's playing, which is Call of Duty games on the DS. I played the original Call of Duty Modern Warfare on the DS, and I loved it. Like, I never thought a first-person shooter would be so good on the DS, ever. And you know, it just works so well. It used the same control innovated in Metroid Prime Hunters, and then of course Call of Duty is all about going up into the sights and just double tap the screen to go up to the sights. But that changed well on this game that I'm playing, which is Call of Duty Mobilized. Now there's a button on the top that you must press to get into the sights. I guess they changed it.
I heard the controls are really bad.
They're not bad. I just like the other ones better. I don't think they're bad. Because the fundamentals of it, turning with the stylus, shooting with the, I mean, it's all the same. But the problem with this game is like the AI is pretty bad. Like, it's like you're always running with squad mates, and they're like really bad shots. They will walk up face to face with like a comm, and they'll be shooting at each other, missing, and like
Civil War action right there.
Yeah, and there's like a lot of bad. You'll watch enemies spawn. There's a, you know, it's not necessarily pretty game, but I am having fun with it. I'm gonna give it a full length. I haven't finished the game yet, so I'm gonna give it a full chance. But the missions are interesting. It keeps you going. Like at least I'm saying, oh, I'll put it down next level. I'll put it down next level. I'll put it down next level, and I haven't. So, you know, it's at least the pacing's good. You get to go in vehicles and all kinds of stuff. There's tanks, there's helicopters, machine guns. Lots of guns to play with. I've had a lot of fun with this game, so I don't want to say I recommend it. I recommend the first one. I'll talk to you guys a little bit later about this one.
Did you play the World at War one?
No, that one's next. I want to get through the Modern Warfare ones first. All right, but anyway, we got to get to our real topics. We're going to talk about Ghost Recon Future Soldier.
Oh god.
We're going to talk about. I know I got a soft spot for Ghost Recon, and we're also going to talk about the recent DS hardware, including the XL, which one I have here, and we're also going to talk about the 3DS to be announced officially at E3. And we're also going to talk about a controversial gaming topic, really hot in the industry right now, Modern Warfare 2 versus Battlefield Bad Company 2. We're going to give our thoughts on this issue. We know Battlefield has been striking back with their ad campaign about how it's better. We've seen the ads for that, and Modern Warfare is disgusting,
Hardcore.
weird
Yeah. With that
ads
old guy.
about the... I don't want to talk about it. But anyway, let's get into our real topics.
This is our man. Range 3200 yards southwest of my position. I got a possible entry on Drone Command Center. 30K in position. Pepper, you're cleared hot. Take him down. Engaging enemy drone. Taking up the drone. Hostiles massing at the rally point. Let's light them up.
Alright. Ghost Recon Future Soldier. We've watched Ghost Recon go from somewhat modern to future stuff with drones, which is pretty much now. And now we've got a pseudo sci-fi shooter in a military setting. We got this trailer, it's pretty much all live action, but we at least understand the general mechanics of the game, which we see the cloak, we see the rockets, pods off the side, we see the little drone walking turret thing, and
Which is awesome.
yeah, let's talk about all of it. I'm a die-hard Ghost Recon fan. If you put Ghost Recon on it, I will play it. I was at GameStop, right? I was buying this, and of course they give you, would you like to reserve a game? No. Anyway, but I looked at it. There is a Ghost Recon game, Ghost Recon Future Soldier, on DS. They're coming out. Like, it's gonna be a mess, but you know, I'm like, you know what? If I'm playing Call of Duty on this thing, I at least owe it to my favorite franchise to play Ghost Recon on this thing. So, anyway, that aside, but let's talk about the real deal, which is the real game, which is going to be on the consoles, platforms. Ghost Recon Future Soldier. Who wants to start? Do you want me to start?
Well, you're a big fan of the series.
Let the zealot start.
Yeah, so...
Alright.
Well, I guess we'll just go around.
Out of the things we've seen, Ghost Recon to me has always been, I can't say tactical action anymore. A tactical shooter with a very great, like a really strong emphasis on teamwork and things like that. Twisted, we've been playing Advanced Warfighter to this day until my computer died, but to this day, and we're having a blast with that. It's difficult, it's hard, it's challenging. As far as this game goes, I've liked a lot of it. That walking turret thing that you're probably going to command with something similar to the Crosscom, I would assume. That's cool. That's awesome.
I like that thing.
That's like, and then
If
the
I get
enemies
to
have
be
them.
That, I'm being that. I'll hack the game.
You know,
and
I'm
be
sure
that.
it'll be somewhat of a knockoff of like the AC-130 from called Modern Warfare 2.
Possibly.
And in the you know, in the trailer, it looked like it's very available because the enemies have them as well. But then we move on to the more sci-fi kind of stuff. We got the cloak in there now.
Yeah.
Makes you invisible.
That's actually not that much sci-fi now, because I've been seeing some actual, like, warfare type things, and they've been able to do that kind of stuff with tanks and such, so...
Yeah.
It's not...
It's just, you know, it's just not in the modern picture.
I like what
Yeah.
Tom Clancy is doing, because everything he's doing is what the military is actually trying to achieve. He's just like speeding up the clock, if you will.
Let's note that it's not actually Tom Clancy.
Let's know. It's just a stick Ubisoft. Yeah.
At best, he probably gets a check sent to him or something.
For his name to
Three
be on it.
sweet people.
What the F is this? Alright, money!
You know, I personally, I don't know how I feel about that cloak. I don't think it's that great, because I look at it and I'm like...
I think we can trust...
I'd play Halo if I want cloaking and invisibility.
Well, I say give it a chance. Like,
I want to give it a chance.
I think we can trust Ubisoft to properly balance their own game.
Can we?
We've seen
Ubisoft
before,
has a bunch of winners and losers.
No, I mean,
Yeah, they've been on